Hi, Srivalli.
Hi, Shanti.
So, what is your agenda for today's session now? You are going to do some.
Today we will go through the UI screens, the UI screen mockups, and the task level breakdown of the project implementation. And
First, you go through your application. What is a proposal? From there, you
okay,
start.
okay,
After giving some introduction about that.
okay, uh, okay. So I have it documented here. Oh, wait, it's not. Okay, so the business requirement is an educational, like if you're running
You
an
can
educational,
make one single page, right? Instead of double page, the fonts
yeah.
will be shown clearly.
Okay. So how do I pick?
You
So I
go
have to
to
zoom,
that.
zoom.
No. You go to bottom in the right corner in the word,
Yeah,
right corner before percentage. There are some
yeah,
icons. Single document. Now you go to zoom. Increase
yeah,
the size.
yeah.
Percentage.
Is it good?
Display percentage. Yes. Yeah. Good.
Okay.
Now you can go to view and increase the full screen into full screen in zoom.
Okay.
Okay. It is visible right now. Yeah.
Okay. Right. So here the business requirement is like if you're running a educational institution and you want the lessons to be accessible to um, all kinds of people. When I say all kinds of people, we want to accommodate people with disabilities as well. So there could be hearing impairment, people with hearing impairments and people with visual impairments. And also we may have people um, from different countries. So assume we are running an educational institution and offering online lessons or offering online classes. And we want to accommodate all kinds of these people. We have three sections of people: hearing impaired people, visually impaired people, and people speaking different languages than English. We want to develop this as an assistant to assist the admins of the educational institution in converting the oral lessons into text lessons and text lessons or text articles into audio lessons. And we want to convert any given text lessons into a different language. Let's say English language, let's say all the articles or all the textbooks or all the lessons are in English language. And we have German students and French and other other language speaking students. So the student can go ahead, interact with this application, not the student, but the educational institution admin can go ahead and interact with this application and choose the language for converting the text. We have multiple options for text conversions. We could accommodate PDF file or document file conversion, or just input plain text to convert into a different language. Okay, so we are trying to implement this application using generative AI. And first, I have some general implementation steps for generative AI application implementation. Um, and then after that, I have the functional spec. Um, and the functional spec is speech to text service module. There's a Azure cognitive service called speech to text. That's what we are going to use. And the translator module it's going to use the translator translator cognitive service, and text to speech service. That's the service used for text to speech module here. Okay, so and the data requirements are for this, we have, let's say, text to speech service. We are implementing the text to speech module. We are using Azure Cognitive Service that takes data in the form of texts or text files. It could be Word documents, or it could be PDF files, or it could directly read from a website given the URL. And then speech to text service is used for converting the audio files into text. And in this case, it's going to take the audio files as the input. And the translator service is responsible for converting language conversion, for performing language conversion. And here also, any text or PDF file or a document file is the data requirement, is the input. So that becomes the data requirement. And the AI tool, as I mentioned, we are using cognitive services. That's the AI tool we are using. And then we are going to deploy this application in cloud. So we are going to deploy it as an app service and expose it publicly with a public IP and URL. So that's the resource allocation requirement.
Okay, now I think you can go ahead with UML, right? After this discussion.
Yeah, let's actually go through the uh, slides here. So this is how our user interface is going to look like. We have home, about, contact. These are the three links on the top in the header section. And we have a nav bar that has these buttons, 1, 2, 3, 4 buttons. Text lessons to audio, translation, and audio lectures to text, and then settings. These are the general settings where the user will go ahead and do some settings for every time usage. And then, okay, so this is the settings page. The settings page will be preferred language for audio playback and preferred tone. For now, I have these two settings: preferred tone for audio playback and the preferred language for audio playback. But actually, we can expand it to a lot more settings. This is the initial plan. A lot more settings in the sense whether the user wants captioning. If the user wants captioning, in what language the user wants captioning. And also, if the user wants the text to be displayed in a particular font, or there are a number of other settings that we can come up with. And then there is this is the text lessons to audio. You enter the text lesson here. Either you enter plain text here, or you can select a document or a PDF file to upload. Once it's uploaded in the backend, the processing will happen. And the processing includes calling of the cognitive service to translate the document. And then we have the language selection and the tone selection. And then with the click of a button, this will be transformed into an audio file. And the user will be able to download the file. Yeah, this is the actual screen. Actually, this one was the version 1. And this is the version 2 of the same page, text lessons to audio. This is where you upload, you select the language, tone, and with the click of a button, it will convert and download the file. And you will have an audio file ready for playing.
Do you have any Azure screenshot? Azure
I
screen
Yeah, I
instead
did
of
not.
UML.
Yeah, I did not prepare any Azure screenshots yet, but I'm
You did
working
not.
on
No,
it.
no. Did you practice this particular layout?
This particular layout is the code I have written on based on this layout. I have not implemented this screen yet. Uh, so the
No, but you might
implementation,
have used in HTML. Is it
hmm,
HTML or JavaScript?
I'm using JavaScript to implement this.
Yeah, but when you run it, it displays on the web page, right? That particular script.
Yeah, but the screen is not complete. I only implemented part of the screen using JavaScript. So the navbar is implemented, header is
Mm.
implemented, but this
Mm.
portion is still yet to be implemented. So
The
this
box,
nav,
test box.
no, actually, all of these screens, what has been implemented is the navbar has been implemented, which means these buttons have been implemented. And when you click the button, it will navigate to that particular page. But once navigated to that page, these components, these other UI components have not been implemented. It's a plain page for each and every page of this. So these components have to be implemented.
Okay.
Right now, that's the stage I am at. So this is how much implementation is done.
Okay. That's all about this discussion.
Yeah, and the settings page is implemented.
Can you show that page in the draft version, whatever it is there currently? If you click on the script, it should show the screen,
Yeah,
right?
I have
It
the
should
code,
display.
but it's currently throwing errors. So I have the front end code
You need to
implemented
debug,
here.
debug
Yeah,
the code.
I'm in the middle of debugging. Yeah. So, but what
Okay,
I
okay,
can
fine, fine, fine.
do,
No problem. You are in the
yeah,
development only still.
yeah. I'm
Okay,
still in
okay,
the development phase. Yeah.
okay. Is there any other document you want to walk through in this session?
Yeah, and then there is we were talking about the low-level implementation tasks. If we want to go through, if you're interested, you can go through that.
What we can do, the currently you discussed something, right? The
Yeah,
layout.
yeah,
When that is implemented,
yeah,
you can show a demo of the user interface
yeah,
by running the code. Then
yeah.
later on you can come back. This is the second phase, right?
Yeah, this is the second phase.
Second phase you
So
can give a in a different call.
this is where we are actually. Second phase, this is where we are UI UX design and then the system architecture design.
Mm.
Yeah, UI UX mockups and wireframes. I just created the mockups. The wireframes have to be finalized. And then the system architecture diagram, I'm still working on it. And the clickable prototype, it's throwing the error. So once that is done, I'll be able to do the clickable prototype as well. So that's where we are. We are in phase two.
Okay. Phase two, you are yet to design the screen layouts, right?
Screen layouts are designed. I mean, these are the mockups. The mockups are designed. The wireframes have to be designed. The
It is not a
wireframes
design
are
reference.
no, the wireframes will have the use cases, like how the user will interact
Yeah,
and
but those are the first priority, right? From use cases only, you are going to derive them into development stages, right?
um yeah, so but the clickable prototype I got. So this is almost ready, and then I will work
Okay,
on the
you are testing in
wireframes.
the from the back end, and you are going to do reverse engineering probably.
Yeah,
Okay, okay, fine, fine. I'll stop recording.
yeah,
You can come back with that.
yeah.